Hello, everyone, and welcome to All Levels English Lab. I'm Emily, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be here with you today because we're launching something really special, a brand new series called Essential Daily Sentences. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a conversation with a native English speaker and felt like there was something missing? Maybe you knew all the grammar rules, you had a good vocabulary, but somehow your English didn't sound quite natural. Well, if that sounds familiar, then this series is exactly what you need. Every single day, I'm going to teach you 20 essential English sentences that native speakers use constantly in their everyday conversations. These aren't the sentences you'll find in most textbooks. These are the real complete expressions that make the difference between sounding like you're reading from a grammar book and sounding like a confident, natural English speaker. Today is episode 1 of this exciting journey, and I've carefully selected 20 sentences that you absolutely must know. These sentences will help you sound more natural, more confident, and more like a native speaker in your everyday conversations. What makes this series special is that we're not just going to learn the sentences, we're going to understand exactly when to use them, how to use them, and most importantly, why native speakers choose these complete expressions. By the end of today's episode, you'll have 20 powerful sentence structures in your English communication toolkit. So grab your notebook, get comfortable, and let's dive into these essential daily English sentences that will transform the way you speak English. Sentence 1. Count me in. Let's start with our first sentence. Count me in. This is such a useful expression that means I want to participate or include me in your plans. When your friend says, "We're going to see a movie tonight," instead of saying, "I want to come too," a native speaker would say, "Count me in." You can use this sentence for any kind of invitation or group activity. For example, "We're organizing a potluck dinner. Count me in." Or, "Who wants to play basketball? Count me in." The beautiful thing about this sentence is that it's informal, friendly, and shows positive energy. It's much more natural than saying, "Yes, I would like to participate." Sentence 2. Count me out now. The opposite of count me in is count me out. This means don't include me or I don't want to participate. But here's what's interesting. This sentence is usually used in a polite way to decline something. For example, if someone says, "We're going bungee jumping this weekend," and you're terrified of heights, you might say, "Count me out," with a laugh. It's much more natural than saying, "No, I don't want to do that." Native speakers appreciate this kind of casual, friendly way of saying no. You could also say, if it involves spiders, count me out, or late night parties, count me out, I need my sleep. Sentence 3. That's very kind of you. This is a beautiful sentence for showing appreciation. When someone offers to help you, compliments you, or does something nice, "That's very kind of you" is the perfect response. For example, if someone says, "I can give you a ride to the airport," you respond, "That's very kind of you." If someone compliments your presentation, you can say, "That's very kind of you to say." This sentence is more formal than just saying thanks, but not too formal. It shows that you recognize the person's thoughtfulness. It's sophisticated and polite, and native speakers use it all the time. Sentence 4. That's very helpful when someone gives you useful information, advice, or assistance. "That's very helpful" is the perfect way to acknowledge it. This sentence shows that you recognize the value of what they've shared with you. For instance, if someone explains directions to you, or gives you a tip about a restaurant, or shows you how to use a new app, "That's very helpful" is much more specific than just saying, "Thank you." It tells the person that their contribution actually made a difference. You can also use variations like, "That's really helpful," or "That's so helpful." The key is that you're acknowledging that the person has genuinely helped you in a meaningful way. Sentence 5. That's very unfortunate. This sentence is perfect for expressing sympathy when something bad happens to someone, but it's not a major tragedy. It's like saying, "That's too bad," but in a more sophisticated way. If your colleague tells you, "I missed my train this morning," you can respond, "That's very unfortunate." If someone says, "The restaurant was closed when we got there," you might say, "Oh, that's very unfortunate." It's a polite, empathetic response that shows you understand their disappointment without being overly dramatic. Native speakers use this sentence constantly in everyday conversations. Sentence 6. I'm just saying, now here's a sentence that's incredibly common in casual conversation. I'm just saying. This sentence is usually used to soften an opinion or make a point without seeming too aggressive. For example, if you want to suggest that someone might want to bring an umbrella because it looks cloudy, you might say, it looks like rain, I'm just saying. Or if you want to point out that a restaurant has bad reviews, you might say, the reviews aren't great, I'm just saying. It's like adding a cushion to your words. You're making your point, but you're also showing that you're not trying to be pushy or argumentative. It's very conversational and natural. Sentence 7. Don't even go there. This is such a fun, expressive sentence. Don't even go there means don't bring up that topic or don't start talking about that. It's used when someone mentions something you don't want to discuss. For example, if your friend starts to mention your embarrassing moment from last week, you might say, don't even go there. Or if someone brings up a controversial topic at dinner, you could say, oh no, don't even go there. It's playful, it's direct, and it's a very American way of changing the subject. The tone is usually light and friendly, not angry. Sentence 8. Thank you for taking time with me. This is a more formal way to show appreciation when someone has spent time helping you, explaining something, or having a conversation with you. It's perfect for professional situations, or when someone has gone out of their way to help you. You might use this at the end of a job interview, after a mentoring session, or when someone has patiently explained something complex to you. It shows that you value their time and recognize that they chose to spend it helping you. It's more thoughtful than just saying, thanks, because it specifically acknowledges the gift of their time. Sentence 9. Thank you for the time. This is a shorter version of the previous sentence, and it's equally powerful. Thank you for the time is perfect for ending meetings, phone calls, or any situation where someone has dedicated time to you. It's concise, professional, and shows that you don't take people's time for granted. You'll hear this sentence constantly in business settings and professional conversations. Sentence 10. It's not for me to say. This sentence is brilliant for diplomatically avoiding giving an opinion about something sensitive or when you don't want to get involved in someone else's business. For example, if someone asks you what you think about their friend's relationship problems, you might say, well, it's not for me to say. Or if someone asks your opinion about a decision that's really their boss's responsibility, you could respond, it's not for me to say. It's a polite way of staying neutral while acknowledging that the question involves someone else's personal business or authority. Sentence 11. It's better this way when something doesn't go according to plan, but you want to stay positive or help someone feel better about the situation. It's better this way is perfect. Maybe your friend didn't get the job they applied for, but you know they weren't really excited about it. You might say maybe it's better this way. Or if plans change and you end up doing something different that turns out well, you could say, actually, it's better this way. It's an optimistic sentence that helps reframe disappointments as opportunities. Sentence 12. That's the point. This exclamation is used when you want to emphasize that someone has understood exactly what you meant to communicate. It's like saying exactly, or that's exactly what I mean. For example, if you're explaining why a movie is so good because it makes you think, and someone says, so it's not just entertainment, you might respond enthusiastically, that's the point. It's energetic and shows that you're pleased the person understood your main message. Sentence 13. If you say so now, this sentence can be a little tricky because it can sound polite or a bit skeptical, depending on your tone. If you say so generally means, I'll accept what you're saying, but I'm not entirely convinced. If someone tells you they can run a marathon without training, you might respond, if you say so, meaning you're not going to argue, but you have your doubts. The key is the tone. Said with a smile, it can be playful. Said with a flat tone, it can sound dismissive. Context and tone are everything with this sentence. Sentence 14. You're welcome to try. This sentence is perfect when someone asks if they can do something, and you want to give permission while suggesting it might be challenging. For example, if someone asks, "Can I fix this broken printer?" you might say, "You're welcome to try." Or if someone wants to attempt a difficult recipe, you could say, "You're welcome to try, but it's pretty complicated." It's encouraging but realistic. You're giving permission, while acknowledging that success isn't guaranteed. Sentence 15. You're welcome anytime. This is a warm, friendly sentence used to make someone feel invited and appreciated. When someone thanks you for hospitality or asks if they can visit again, "You're welcome anytime" is the perfect response. It's more enthusiastic than just saying, "Okay," and it makes people feel genuinely welcome. You might say this to house guests, friends who helped you, or anyone you want to maintain a warm relationship with. Sentence 16. You are most welcome. This is a more formal and emphatic version of "you're welcome." It's used when you want to show that you were truly happy to help and that their thanks are appreciated. If someone thanks you profusely for a significant favor, "You are most welcome" shows that you recognize the importance of what you did for them. It's gracious and warm. Sentence 17. I don't mind. This sentence is incredibly useful for showing flexibility and accommodation. When someone asks if something is okay with you, "I don't mind" indicates that you're comfortable with their request. For example, if someone asks, "Do you mind if I open the window?" you can respond, "I don't mind." Or if someone asks what restaurant you prefer, you might say, "I don't mind, you choose." It's easygoing and shows that you're flexible and considerate. Sentence 18. Don't mind if I do. This is a charming, slightly old-fashioned sentence used when accepting an offer. When someone offers you something nice, "Don't mind if I do" is a polite and somewhat playful way to accept. If someone offers you a piece of cake, you might say, "Don't mind if I do." Or if someone suggests taking a break, you could respond, "Don't mind if I do." It's more colorful than just saying, "Yes, please," and it adds personality to your acceptance. Sentence 19. I don't care now. Be careful with this sentence because it can sound rude if used incorrectly. I don't care can mean, "It doesn't matter to me" in a neutral way, or it can mean, "I'm not interested" in a dismissive way. In a neutral context, if someone asks, "Should we take the highway or the back roads?" you might say, "I don't care, either way is fine." But if someone is trying to tell you something important and you say, "I don't care," it sounds rude and dismissive. Tone and context are crucial with this sentence. Sentence 20. So what? Our final sentence is "so what," and this one is all about attitude. "So what" is used to show that you're not bothered by something that someone else thinks should worry you. If someone says you're going to be late and you're okay with it, you might respond, "So what?" Or if someone points out that you're wearing mismatched socks, you could say, "So what?" It's defiant, confident, and shows that you're not going to let small things bother you. The exclamation point is important. It's usually said with energy and attitude. And there we have it, 20 absolutely essential English daily sentences that will make your conversation sound more natural and confident. Now, I want you to understand something really important about what we just learned today. These sentences aren't just words. They're keys that unlock natural, flowing conversation. When you use expressions like "count me in," "That's very kind of you," or "I'm just saying," you're not just communicating information, you're connecting with people in the way that native speakers naturally connect. But here's the crucial part: learning these sentences is only the beginning. To make them truly yours, you need to practice them. I want you to choose 3 sentences from today's list that felt most natural to you, and I challenge you to use them in conversations this week. Start with just 3. Use them until they feel comfortable and automatic. Remember, language learning isn't about perfection, it's about connection. Every time you use one of these sentences, you're building bridges between yourself and the English-speaking world. You're developing the confidence that comes from sounding natural and being understood not just for what you say, but for how you say it. Tomorrow, we'll be back with episode 2, featuring 20 brand new sentences that are equally essential for natural English conversation. This is going to be an incredible journey together, and by the end of this series, you'll have hundreds of authentic expressions that will transform the way you communicate in English. Don't forget to subscribe to All Levels English Lab and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Practice those sentences, use them with confidence, and remember, every sentence you master brings you one step closer to speaking English like the confident, natural speaker you're meant to be. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you tomorrow for episode 2 of Essential Daily Sentences. Keep practicing, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself. Until tomorrow, this is Emily from All Levels English Lab. Take care.